morning, ma'am.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good
Good
morning,
morning,
Good
ma'am.
ma'am.
morning, ma'am.
A very good morning, class 12. Welcome to this week of some good studies. And I hope you've had a good weekend. Happy Eid for those who celebrate, and happy Raksha Bandhan for those who celebrate that. So I hope you had a wonderful weekend. I did. And I thank God this morning that He brought us to this week where we can learn a couple of things more together. I will learn from you, and I'll try and help you learn a couple of things. And I hope you're all safe and sound.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you for that.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you for that response. And like I said, it's so lovely to hear your voices. I really miss this one aspect of looking at you and hearing you. These were the two things which we could do when we were in the classroom. So we'll try and compensate for all these things even on online. Now that we're getting comfortable, so I think we'll also start with our video sessions. We'll be now looking at each other, and maybe we'll start feeling more like a classroom that ways. At least we can go on talking. You can unmute and share, and you can talk. All right, for you, have I finished? Is there any pending topic left that I need to cover up? I'm forgetting, so therefore I'm asking you. Anything that I've left halfway anywhere?
Ma'am, we were doing sentence making.
I think we almost finished with that. I did give you a little exposure to that. I think we may not have taken
Yes,
all
ma'am.
the words. We may not have taken all the words that I gave you, right? So this is where I leave it for you that complete it in case you've not completed, and then again we'll be returning to those words, and then we'll take it up. All right, so because I just thought today maybe we can start with another aspect of your language paper, and definitely we won't be able to complete anything, and we'll have to keep returning and have multiple sessions on the same skill. But instead of just taking one skill for a long time, what I feel is we take up a skill, then you practice on your own, and in the meantime I pick up another skill so that you can keep practicing number of things, and then we'll keep returning. Will that be all right?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Thank you.
Yes,
Thank you
ma'am.
for your approval.
Yes,
Thank you
ma'am.
for your approval.
Yes,
So,
ma'am.
today I think I want to discuss the proposal writing with you all, because it's a 10 mark again. Everything matters. 1 mark matters, and so does 10 marks. So today we are going to take up some aspects of proposal writing. So this is one question where you should be able to get 10 on 10 straight. Have you all been getting a 10 on 10 on this proposal writing? Just let me know. I mean, you can unmute and let me know. Are you struggling with the proposal writing, or you think you're very confident with proposal writing?
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning. Let me know how do you feel about the proposal writing. So accordingly, I'll go in the depth, or I'll do a little skim and a scan. Do let me know. Are you struggling with the proposal writing? Unmute and let me know. I'm waiting to hear from you. I'm not in the chat today.
Yes, ma'am, I am struggling.
All right. Thank you,
Yes,
Shivani, for sharing.
ma'am.
You are struggling.
I'm
Okay,
same
Darshika.
here. Yes,
All
ma'am.
right,
Yes,
Navansh.
ma'am.
All right. So that means we are a little struggling. So I think we'll study the different components. Let me go a little physics and maths. Different components, of this particular circuiting called proposal writing. So we'll try and see how to make the current flow from this circuit called proposal writing. So let's connect the right things at the right edge, and I think we'll be able to get the deflection marks. I call deflection as marks in your proposal writing. Now, the very first thing, some things you may know, so you can bear with me if I in case repeat it. You have in proposal writing basically what you go through is there are two types that we take up, and that is one of them is project. Normally what you get here is one of the things are so we'll take up what are the different proposals. We'll take up types of proposals, and then one of them is about a project. One is based on projects, and the other one is based on events. So basically, you will have two types of proposals to work upon. So you can concentrate that how will you work upon a proposal in which you're talking about a project. You will talk about a project and you need a clearance to implement that. The other one would be about an event that you want to host. You want to host some event, some program or something, and then you are seeking permission to go ahead with that. So basically, as of now, these are the two broad headings over which you should be very clear that if it's a project, then what will be the things that you will put down, and if it's an event, then what are those particular sentences. Now this is again, this is like pocketing marks, it's like keeping marks in the pocket and then walking into a examination hall, because you would already know what to actually write down there, so you will not have to spend too much time in trying to think about it. There's a lot of thinking process. More than 80 marks, more than 8 marks you can carry from home here in this question. 2 marks is variable, which you will do while when you look at the question paper. So therefore this is again something which you can carry from home. So you've got projects and events, and I'm sure what is the next important thing that normally these proposals are written to whom? Could anyone unmute and share? For whom are these proposals given to? Unmute and speak please, because I'm unable to see just now. You can speak.
To higher authorities, that would be our parents in the family, teachers in school, principal in institution.
Very good part. And here I will try and limit it for you all. It would actually be principles for you mostly. It will be principles. Mostly, are you able to hear me? Because I'm typing, so my mic is not in my hand. So just let me know.
No, ma'am.
Okay, let me adjust a little bit. Okay. Is it better now? Are you able to hear now?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Well,
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm actually experimenting of hanging it around my ear. My God. क्या करना?
Ma'am, there is lot of disturbance coming.
Oh, now better?
Yes, ma'am. It is
I
better.
think I did strike where exactly it would be. Otherwise, my hands don't work, and I'm such a blackboard person, and I'm really learning how to type fast. Another skill here. So basically, it would be up to the principals, and like Path has said, it could be even higher authorities. It would be basically for you, it would be principals, but then yes, I will not rule out. It could be even higher O authorities to higher authorities. So this would be 2. So this is what you have to keep in mind. And what is the next thing that you have to keep in mind? Anyone? So that we can go faster over what you know, and what you don't know, I'll be able to dwell more time and space on that. I'll be able to give it more. What is the next important thing that we need to keep in mind? Anyone? What will be the next important thing when we start writing the proposal that we will have to keep it in mind? Unmute and talk. I'm unable to look at your. Oh my god, I got locked out. I got logged out, and now I think I'll have to take it up all over again. Maybe. Uh-oh. Okay. I think I had covered up till there, so writing a proposal, then we talked about uh, types, and
Ma'am, Navansh is in wait.
is in the waiting room. I got in the waiting room myself after some time.
Ma'am, I'm inside the classroom.
Actually, you finally come back. I got locked out. I was thrown out of the classroom. That was the best part. So good that you're back. So we've got types, and I said it could be projects, and the other one we said could be events, and we will have to treat a little different. And then we are writing to mostly it would be principal. भाई ये कर्सर कहीं भी चला जाता है, very unruly cursor, है ना? To the PRIN principal, and the other one we said it could be any higher authority. What's happened to the text box? This is very very. I'll have to practice a lot on this. Can anybody help me? How do I get back into the text box? Text box.
And there's no way into
There's
it.
no way once you get out of the text box. I
Yes,
can't
ma'am.
get back into that text box. Oh, maybe I
No,
can.
ma'am.
Okay, I can copy paste. No, I can do nothing. Oof. Okay, at the moment I'm not doing it. Well, the next important thing is if somebody can type it, if somebody else is faster, you can come on the screen and we can record, actually we can put it down there for us so that we'll be very clear on what's happening. I am yet to catch up with my speed on the keyboard. So if anybody else is faster, you can write down please all this, because now I'm out of the text box and Path says there's no way going on. I don't feel like doing it all over again. Next important thing will be looking at the title. Looking at the title. If somebody can do the typing and bring it here, we'll be very methodical, and I just thought we can keep improving every day. So next thing to look at would be, now this is all understanding part. This isn't that you write. This is not to be written. But what is it that is the first thing we will write when actually writing a proposal would be our title. We would be actually writing down the title. And the title will be based on so the very first I don't know my hand again, it's gone. Why does it go away? first thing would be titling it. Any example of a title? How would it go? Can anybody speak it out?
Proposal for organizing an event.
Very good. So it would be very, very simple. It would be just like proposal to set up maybe a garden or club, whatever. Right? You said something, and so title. So the very first thing we'll be talking about would be the title. So I hope you've got your registers there, and I hope we are putting down today's date, and we are trying to put down all this in our register, right? Because it's one of the days. Very soon we'll be meeting in school. I've already had a session with class, other class 10, and I look forward to meeting you all very soon in school, any one of the days. So that is the day I'll be checking your registers, and we'll be deciding how many of you are regular with your work, and we may have to send a report to the council about this, because this year it's very possible, very, very possible that in March, we may be deciding your marks for board based on your everyday assignment. I'm letting you know this, that chances are for this year it was only one or two papers where the marks were based on internal assessments, right, which they could not actually write. Chances are for this batch of class 10 and 12, it just could be that for every subject, the marks actually will be decided from your everyday assignment. So therefore, we have decided we'll probably meet one of the days, go have a look at your registers if your work is done up to date and all, so that we can all, keep the records and send it to the council as and when they ask. So we just may not have, it's all new, we just may be coming through a different setup. Writing an examination, it probably there may not be just one day exam, it will actually be a CCE, continuous evaluation, comprehensive and continuous evaluation. We just may evaluate and give your marks in the boards based on your everyday work, your everyday attending the class, how many assignments you've uploaded, so we are moving to a very different world. We are moving into a very different world. We just may never go back to the old ways. We just may not. So I hope you've geared up yourself well and moving with time. So get ready. So I hope your registers are ready is what I'm trying to say. So we're talking about a title, and that would be proposal to set up a garden club. Now this is the line which you can carry from home. You have to write on proposal to, and then look at the question. If it says science house, you write on proposal to set up a science house. You talk of anything. It could be setting up any of the things that the question could be asking. We'll take up a little practice on this just now. As of now, I'm only talking about the format. So this is the very first thing that we'll have to do, and you'll have to be very, very careful. The P in the beginning is capital. Many of the children begin the title. We don't have to write on the word title. We will not write down the word title. I'll take up an actual proposal, but as of now, title is something which goes in our mind. Title is something which stays in our mind, that word. But we what actually put down on the paper is proposal to set up a garden club, as short as possible. The shorter, the better. And remember, your P should be capital, proposal. And the name of the club can have first letter capital 2. Now, if we write down garden with small g and club with a small c, grammatically it will go wrong, and you will lose out a mark here. Proposal का P छोटा हुआ 0 मिला, इस line में 0 मिला. Garden का G small हुआ 0 मिला. So we think we have written the title correctly, but because it's a language paper, and not only what you are writing, the content is important, how you are expressing it in the language is also 50%. So 50% marks are for the way you express anything with your punctuations or small and capitals and any of those things. I've been repeating it for time and again now, and I'm sure it's setting into your mind. It's, I hope, taking a place. So that is the very first thing we need to be very, very, very careful about it. Now, nobody can help you to score a mark here. If you go up into the examination room, wherever that room may be, it could be virtual or maybe it is the next assignment that I'll ask you, and maybe board marks will depend on the next assignment that you'll have to upload for your assessment. So be careful on this. There should be no mistake when you send me your assignments on proposal. Be careful. Uh, of course, you can have a mistake, but try not to have one. So next thing that we come across, anyone who can help me, what is the next thing?
Heading.
Heading.
Very good. So at least we are very clear on heading. So now heading is something that we write. Heading is something that we will have to. How do I bring color to this? Oh no, everything got colored. I don't want that. Ooh! Oh no! Oof. I got out of the text box again. Now please, somebody tell me how to avoid this error. I'm telling you how to avoid error in a proposal. Somebody please tell me how to avoid this error of getting out of the text box. Somebody can please tell me, to anyone who knows, huh? I'm again out of it. So the next we take up is heading. And heading is something we write. Title is something which we heading, and there should be a colon after that. There should be a colon after that. I can't do this. I'll have to learn. After heading is a colon, and then very important that we put down two large objectives. Two large objectives. Make sure that they are two. Let's take up an example. How would we do it? Suppose we have to set up a garden club. What would you take up as heading? Quickly, speak it out. Hello, are you all there?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm going a little slow today. I'm struggling this, but I have to learn this. Proposal to set up. Suppose we're taking up. I have some nursery child with me, enjoying how to scribble on the board. That's nice. Okay. So let me try. I hope I don't get out of it. How can I go up? I don't know. I'll not try. Heading. Now heading, we have to be very careful. We have to have 2 points here. Make sure you write minimum 2 points. Actually, let me say, I would suggest go for 3 points because one could be wrong. 2 to 3 points and you're very safe here because for every point there is 1 mark. Let's see, how can we write a heading? We are setting up a garden club. So share, what would be your heading? Okay, what is it that we write in the heading? 2-3 points about general objectives. points about general objectives. General objective. Why do you want a garden club? General objectives. Help me. Let's do it. Practical. Why do you want a garden club? Why do you want a garden club? What would be your first reason?
To enable periodic gathering of people with the same interest.
All right. Before I take up that part, I take up your wonderful point, I'll just put down something for you. Remember, there'll be two twos. Without your two, your objective will not be clear and it'll go grammatically wrong. We may write something, but if it is not worded proper. Now, in this class, I at the moment do not have any of the accounts children. Otherwise, accounts children will tell you that how important it would be. The proposal has to be worded correctly. If it isn't, then it will not read like a proposal. It may read like a notice. It may read like an email. It may read like a letter writing. It may read like a formal letter, but it will not appear to be a proposal. You've done public communications, you've done notice writing, I think in class 10, you've done email, you've done formal letters. These are all public communication techniques, right? So ISC is trying to teach you four different, at least minimum four different types of public communication, that when you have to talk to people, what is it? So here, when you have a proposal in mind, you have some idea in mind and you want to carry it out, that is basically the idea. How will you write it down and give it to a person or send it through an email so that the other person reads exactly the way you want it to be understood? नहीं तो आप तो कुछ और लिखना चाह रहे हैं, मैं other end पर कुछ और पढ़ूंगी because you have worded it differently. So there's a formatting I'm talking of here. There is something called a formatting. Like any email, and we have to, and we have subject, and all that. Similarly here. So to. Now part begin. You're able to type in this box. Anyone who is able to type at your end in this box? Is it allowed?
No, ma'am.
Oh. Oh. Computer students, I hope you can do a better thing than this. I hope you can give us a platform where, in the times to come, where we can have better than Zoom, with a lot of other facets interwoven into the software. I expect that our children will be able to do a lot of work in India in the coming years. So keep being, keep noting what are the things you need to do and how to do, and be more original. Be more original is what I need with you. So yes, Parth. Now let me know so that I'll type it for you. To do what?
To enable periodic gathering of people with the same interest.
Garden club. Do you want to have a periodic gathering in the name of a garden club? Then you might as well have a musical club. So that means I add something here and it makes it clear. General points about
To awake interest in students for plants.
okay. Let me, so I amend myself and I add here that means I should make it as 2-3 points about about I think I have to put it here about, let me put it in bold, about the topic, about the topic, or rather topic or title, because that's where right now we just committed a mistake and we will end up, I'm putting it in bold so that we remember that we're writing the general objectives too, but absolutely it'll be something to do with God. Yes, Tanishka, I think it was, I'm recognizing voices, so that's wonderful. It would be what you said? To
To awake interest in students for
Okay, just go
plants.
slow. I'm not that good at typing. You know, I'm still struggling with typing. I'm trying to increase my speed because this is the new skill that probably will be required by the teachers to awaken. Ma'am, please.
Interest
INTEREST. Interest.
in
So
students.
in ST. Yes, in students.
For plants.
Okay, that's wonderful. For plants. How many of you passed this? How many of you passed this? Look at the criteria. The criteria said we need a point about the topic, and our topic is garden club. Garden club. And it's about school, it's not about elsewhere. So the garden club broad objective is it will awaken interest. It will awaken interest in students because we're talking of school, so we need to have students word here. And then we're talking about garden club, so we are talking about plants. So plants is what connects it to garden club. Students is what connects it to school, and then our objective, larger objective, general objective, very, um, just a very broad objective is, let me put it down here. I'll put another word here, and that would be broad. That will also help you understand what kind. So a very broad and a general objective. So it's awakening interest in students for plants. Now you can remember from home to awaken interest in students. Now this is, you can pocket it. You can pocket it and enter it into the boardroom. You can enter the board examination room with these words in your pocket to awaken interest in students, because you know it would be about school, so we have students. Then this could be one of the things we will learn just now, how you can use this awaken interest in many topics. It can be about many topics. So this is something you can pocket and enter the board class. This is what I meant. You take 8 marks in your pocket for plants. Another one. Okay, good one. Very good, Tanishka. You got your 1 mark. Next. 2, do what? I don't know if I've
Um,
left.
uh,
I may be left out of the room very soon by Zoom. However, we'll try. Yes. Somebody please take a screenshot. Yes.
to enable garden enthusiasts to exchange knowledge on gardening.
I would love to type that in. Let me see how fast I can do that with as many errors. To enable you said something like this, nature enthusiasts. No. Yes. I'm trying to type with both my hands. To enable nature enthusiasts with what?
To
Exchange
exchange
something. X नीचे मिलता है X. I hope I'm not thrown out of this text box. ये नीचे नहीं जाएगा. Oh, wait. To you said exchange. To enable nature enthusiasts to exchange information, you said? Information
that
about what? About plants, let's put it like that.
gardening.
Okay, about gardening. That's wonderful. Okay. To enable nature enthusiasts to exchange information about gardening. Now again here, yes, we have got gardening because it's garden club. We are talking about anything, and again, this is something you can pocket. To enable is the word you can pocket. And you can write down to enable something for science club. We'll be practicing all that, and we'll see how we can use.
Ma'am, we have another class.
Oh, I have not been thrown out of by Zoom. All right. Thank you, Kartik.
Ma'am,
Even I
because
have
you
a class.
started late.
No, okay. Even I have a class. You just reminded me. I have my students waiting already. All right. So I'll stop here for today. I hope you got just these 2 marks. We have got 2 marks, 3 marks still here. If you've learned this here, you've got 3 marks still here. We've got the title. We've got heading. Rest we'll continue tomorrow in the next class. Thank you so much. Have a great day. Enjoy your day.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you,
Thank you,
ma'am.
Thank you,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.